really hurt people.
Well, one of the dangers of glamorizing violence, making it look exciting in shows like the Power Rangers, just for example,
Right.
or many of the shows marketed to children, is that it's giving a message about violence. Of course, it has nothing to do with the real world.
The real world.
Yeah.
And kids always mimic what they, you know, not always, but majority mimic what they see on television.
Yeah.
And I find that nowadays, children don't have the imagination they used to have when we were growing up.
Well, they absolutely don't, because one of the problems with this is that in marketing toys and merchandise that is directly linked to media, what's happened is children have ended up, as teachers in all my research have said, mimicking shows that they've seen on the screen, that they're even encouraged to reenact more because they're playing with toys that encourage them to replicate what they've seen. And it, instead of helping them reach inward and play out the stories that are inside of them, they're instead kind of playing out scripts that they've seen. So teachers are very concerned. They say, you know, kids don't play like they used to. No. It's really imitation, it's not play.
I know. What do we do about this? How do we even start to set about a change? You know, in all these particular areas, like, you know, the way marketing. I don't see it changing.
Yeah.
I don't see it changing. But you know, what kind of things can we do to help the children?
Well, I try not to lose sight of the fact that I think we need regulations and that it's completely appropriate to have them. I don't think it's a radical position at all. We had them before the 80s,
right.
and we can have them again.
Right.
And I think it should be illegal to market toys and products to young children that are linked to movies rated for older viewers. That's a no-brainer to me.
Right.
And I think it
let's
should
do something.
And also it shouldn't be allowed to advertise PG-13 rated movies
Absolutely
on little
not.
kids, preschool kids TV.
Absolutely
and that
not.
happens too. So even if those two things happen, we'd see I think we'd see a reduction in the violence that's influencing young children because they are so impacted from the media. Then there are a lot of things that parents can do.
Right.
I think that, you know, I think parents should watch TV, should be aware, should be cognizant of the fact that the rating system, they can't really trust it, and they shouldn't take little kids to PG-13 rated movies, but many parents do, because they get very confused.
I know,
all
because
the marketing,
all the friends are going.
Yeah, and everyone's going, and it's a whole
he's got this, and I want that.
It's hard to cut
But be
through.
more aware. I mean, parents should be more aware of what actually is going on and what's seen. I have really enjoyed our conversation, and I think that I could sit here all night talking to you. But I'd love you to come back, Nancy. That was just absolutely wonderful, and I want to thank you, and I appreciate what you do.
Thank you so much. I've enjoyed it too, and I'd love to come back.
I'd love you to. Thank you very much for Nancy Carson Page, Matt Damon's mum, and go out and get the book.